Hi everybody, this is Chonteau, and if you watched my last video, you saw that I made my own SCOBY. I also made my own kombucha. So I wanted to show you how to make the next batch of kombucha after you have your first batch. So remember in the last video, I poured off my kombucha, enough for me to drink, and that is going to be in the refrigerator so that me and the family can have a wonderful good time with our kombucha. I left about 2 cups in the jar, and I've taken that and I've poured it actually in this jar. So in this little cup I have about 2 cups of kombucha, and I have the SCOBY that I just made. I'm ready for my next batch. Now all this good stuff down here is stuff that you need. I never wash out my jar for my next batch because I like to keep the bacteria that's forming in it. So I have my jar that's now empty, and I have my 6 cups of black tea that has 1 cup of sugar in it, dissolved, and it's all steeped. And now I'm going to pour this new fresh batch of black tea in my jar. Ooh, did pretty good. If you notice, I'm being really careful not to touch anything with my hands, because I have found in my experience that when I touch the inside of the bowl or I wipe anything with my fingers, I'm transferring bacteria to my experiment here, and it kills my SCOBY. So I don't want to introduce any type of bacteria to my SCOBY, so I'm really careful about what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this SCOBY that's in here, and I'm going to take this kombucha that's in here, and I'm now going to pour it into my cup, or in my jar, as carefully as I can. Kind of went everywhere, and that's okay. Okay. So now I have the SCOBY in there, see that? And I have the kombucha that is now in here, and it's done. I'm going to take my muslin cloth, put it over the top if you can see that, and then I'm going to put my rubber band. That's it. This is going to go in my bottom cabinet, and it's going to sit for the next 7 days. I'm going to keep, lifting, peeking up to see how it's doing. If it's still bubbling and it's still forming those bubbles on the top, and if I see that SCOBY growing, it's healthy. I'll smell it, see if it's smelling not vinegary, but more of a little sweetness as it gobbles up that sugar. That is what I'm wanting. If I'm seeing any problems, if I see any mold spores on it, or if it starts to grow holes, I'm probably going to start all over again. But because I know how to grow a SCOBY now, it's no problem. So enjoy this process, and let me know what you think. Okay, bye-bye.